Welcome to Jedi Dropouts. Of course, as always, I'm here with my co-host. He's got a hitbox the size of your Uncle Terry's waistband after Thanksgiving dinner, and a health bear longer than, well, actually that's a little too much information. James Moss.
Thank you, and I'm here, as always, with the red-headed stepchild of Krypton, Ryan Taylor.
Guys?
Couldn't be the last son of Krypton.
Guys?
Oh. How long have you been here?
The entire bloody time.
Yeah, joining us
How long have you been here? Aren't you at his house?
That's kind of why I'm a bit awkward here, man.
This isn't where I parked my car. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us today, the Yoshi to our Mario and Luigi, and by that I mean we hatched him from an egg and we may have to throw him off a cliff in a moment of desperation.
Oh god, no.
Mr. Mitchell Clarke.
Oh god, no. I'm kind of regretting this now.
I'm just excited for my first three-way.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the very first threesome in Jedi Dropouts history. This may go terribly. We are probably going to speak over each other all the fucking time, considering me and you always have enough trouble as is with the Skype calls.
So, I mean, if it goes terribly, then it's a Jedi Dropouts podcast.
Exactly. Consistency.
Tradition.
Okay. Yeah. Let's jump right into it. We are talking about all things video games today. We are doing an E3 preview, which is kind of late considering the EA conference is literally happening right now.
Does anyone here actually care about EA, though?
I mean, like, I have to admit, I buy the NHL game every year.
Like, unless they're re-releasing NHL 94... for PS4, I could care less.
Boy.
Unless they're releasing a new Mass Effect game, I don't care. And yes, for anyone wondering, I did enjoy Andromeda a fair bit.
Okay. Before we get into all that, I do have a little tiny bit of news. We gotta get through it just because it's relevant and awesome.
I'll be the judge of that.
Okay. You'll be the judge. Last episode, we talked about the casting for It Chapter 2, the Stephen King adaptation sequel to the last one they did. They have casted one more since then. Someone by the name of Jay Ryan. I've never heard of him. He's best known for a part in an Australian soap opera, and he's going to be playing Ben.
Cool.
Whether that's good or not, who knows? I kind of thought they were going to go a little unknown with some of the other actors there.
Maybe we get lucky we get a new Hugh Jackman.
Was Hugh Jackman? Oh yeah. I knew. Well, I mean, Chris Hemsworth, he came out of the same thing, right? Australian soap operas.
Something like that. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to it.
Australia has a weird pedigree of actors.
Yeah.
And in the other Stephen King adaptation coming out, Pet Sematary has all its main actors cast. Jason Clarke will be playing Louis Creed. He's best known for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Zero Dark 30, and Terminator Genesis.
So nothing good?
I mean, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is pretty good. Zero Dark 30, he's a better actor than his filmography.
Okay, that's fair.
He was in a pretty good movie called Everest a few years back.
I've heard nothing of that one.
That was pretty good, I gotta say. Amy Seimet, apparently from Alien Covenant and Stranger Things, is going to be Rachel Creed. I got really excited when I saw someone from Stranger Things is in this, and apparently she plays the sister of the mother of the main character who appears in like 3 episodes, so... Yeah.
Getting a little space ballsy there, I guess.
Sister's, mother's, third cousin, twice removed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Roommate, yeah, whatever.
But the exciting one, John Lithgow is playing Judd Crandall. And John Lithgow, from like Third Rock from the Sun, like season 4 of Dexter, Shrek, I guess. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. He's fucking fantastic. I think he's going to do an excellent job. That's all the casting. Had to just run through that. The other two things. One is very personally exciting, and that is that the comic series Lock and Key is going straight to series at Netflix. They've been in development hell for years. It's a comic series written by Stephen King's son, Joe Hill, and it is sort of a gothic fantasy. I don't know how to explain it. It is fucking phenomenal, and I can't wait to see it.
Did you say Stephen King's son, Joe Hill?
It's a pen name.
Oh.
His name is... I think his name is actually Joe King.
See, I know, but there's a King of the Hill joke in there somewhere.
There is. If it was me, I'd make my pen name Joe Prince.
Joe Prince. Ah, there you go. There you go. I don't know why he went with Hill, but he wanted to... I think the story is something along the lines of he wanted to prove that he could make it without his father's name, and he did.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. And he looks just like Stephen King, which is unfortunate, but... Okay, the last one, and the one that everyone can geek out with me about. They're making a Boba Fett movie, and the guy making it is the guy who directed Logan. So...
I know I have a Boba Fett tattoo, but I'm refusing to geek out with you just out of spite.
Okay.
I'm going to just do it because I didn't watch Logan, so I have no opinion as director.
You should watch Logan.
No.
Yeah, you should watch Logan.
What?
As a guy who thinks there are way too many X-Men movies and that Wolverine was... Like, I was just sick of Wolverine by the time this movie came out because they were just throwing him in everything.
Yep.
I very much enjoyed this movie.
I'm not allowed to because one of my friends gave me a death threat if I did because he hated how they handled one character.
Okay.
And I'm like, alright.
But just don't tell him. Just watch it. Just you can watch a movie and just not tell your friend.
Maybe he listens to this podcast.
What? Okay, we're whispering now. He can't hear us. Watch the movie.
I'll consider it.
Just watch it. Like, just put it on mute and just watch it for Wolverine literally stabbing people through the skull and Wolverine and violence in the same movie. That's all you need.
Yeah, Wolverine and violins.
Violins, here you go.
See, that actually would get my attention.
Okay, that's it for the news. Had to jump through those. And now we're into full-on video game territory. Which you would think is time for the preview itself, but this is a Jedi Dropouts episode, so of course we have a mailbag.
Where is this mailbag?
It's a very small
Can we
mailbag.
get like a tangible mailbag?
See, that's what I always thought.
We should. But I mean, most of these things are sent through Facebook, so I would have to physically write out everyone's messages and then mail them to myself. I'd have to pay for fucking postage. I'd have to take time out to go to the post office, pick up that mail. I mean...
You've just killed the magic. You just took the magic out back and shot it.
The magic never dies, Mitchell. Okay, let's do it. First time we're doing a 3-person mailbag here. How do you want to do this? I don't want to talk over each other.
You guys answer first, and then I'll answer. We'll try that.
You do want to talk over each other? Okay. This is pretty...
Podcasting has just become a contact sport.
Yes!
Now I can't help but picture the three of us trying to get out of an elevator door at the same time.
I mean, we needed a shtick, so that kind of works.
Yep.
Yeah.
First one is a really straightforward question, but it's a lot of fun. Will Sullivan, friend of the podcast, a longtime contributor to the mailbag, wants to know, who's your favorite video game character? Just straight up. Now, I don't think it counts if the character existed prior to the video game.
That's fair.
So, like, Shaquille O'Neal doesn't count for Shaq Fu.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that hurts all three of us.
I don't have an answer.
I gonna have to go with the first name that popped in my head, Zero from the Mega Man X series.
Ooh.
See, that was who I was kind of thinking too.
Second place, and this is gonna be just to prove who I am. Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog.
Nice. Yeah. I almost went with a Tails, Sonic, and Knuckles joke instead of that Yoshi one, but I didn't know you liked Tails, but for some reason I looked at you and I thought you liked Tails.
Yeah. What's not to like about it? An immortal genius.
Is he immortal?
In the original games, he was.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So running gag is he's pretty much indestructible.
Okay, I thought that was canon. Jesus.
I wish it was. That would make things a lot more interesting.
James, you got anything else to add to that one? Any other favorite characters?
I was thinking X/Zero, but I kind of also want to throw a villain in there.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And I kind of want to say either Ganon/Ganondorf.
Good choices.
Yeah.
Or Giovanni from Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow.
Yeah.
That's solid.
Yeah, that is solid. If I was going to pick a villain, I'd either have to pick, Dr. Eggman, because I fucking love love his voice, or Albert Wesker, because I love how cheesy he was in RE5.
Yeah.
Oh, shit! Oh, I love me some Wesker.
Chris! That reminds me, last year at, I think it was Sci-Fi or Atlanticon, I missed the chance to meet his voice actor, and I would have gone with one of my best friends whose name is Chris.
So many chances.
Yes. I just wanted to get in line and say, hello, this is my friend Chris. Chris!
Nice.
Okay, so here's my choices.
Okay.
Mega Man X/Zero/Leon Scott Kennedy.
I hate that guy.
I like his hair.
For the villains, I'm going to say Ganon/Ganondorf/Giovanni from Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And /Albert Wesker.
Yeah.
I'm into it, yeah.
How about you, Ryan?
Oh, yeah, I haven't answered, hey. I was going to say...
Just the host of this game show.
I was going to say Geralt of Rivia from The Witcher.
Oh, but he's a book for...
Yeah, that's what I thought about that after. Those are adaptations of books.
He wouldn't count. As wonderful as he is, though.
I mean, I always liked Spyro a lot. I thought Spyro was fantastic.
I never played anything besides Spyro 1, but when I played Spyro 1, I loved Spyro 1, so that's a good choice.
I had another idea in my head. I had another good one.
Boogerman?
Boogerman. I fucking love Boogerman.
Never played.
I have a copy at home. I have a copy
Nice.
of Boogerman for Super Nintendo.
I just assumed you were going to say T. Hoppy from Clay Fighters 63.
Clay Fighters 63 and a third is a fucking gem. It should be in the Museum of Natural History. Like, no, man. Like, there's definitely. I mean, it's probably a fighting game character of some sort, right? Like, I mean, between Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, I always liked Chun-Li and Blanka a lot. When I was a kid, I was big on Johnny Cage. But as I got older, I kind of veered more towards Raiden a little more.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, like, speaking of that, who would you say is your favorite character from Street Fighter, and who's your favorite character from Mortal Kombat? Have you played Soul Calibur?
Oh, yeah. I've played...
Okay, so those are 3 fighting games. Like, I know I'm taking a bit of a tangent from...
That's fine.
But... those are the 3 fighting game series I've played the most. Soul Calibur, Street Fighter, and Mortal Kombat. And so I'm going to take a tangent from Will's and add my own mailbag question. Who's your favorite character from each of those 3 fighting game series?
Character as in to play as, or just enjoy in general? Or both.
Just enjoy in general, because in some of those games, the characters I have the most success with are characters I'm reluctant to use because I don't like the way they look. I don't like their voice. I don't like, I just...
Yeah, I get that feeling a lot,
continually beat computers with them.
Yep.
Chun-Li is my main for Street Fighter, but I think I like Blanca a little more, and maybe even Vega there. I'd probably say Blanca for Street Fighter. Mortal Kombat is fucking tough, because there are some fucking badass characters in Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat is also tough. That's because I know nothing about it.
Okay.
It never appealed to me.
That's fair.
But on a pure design reason, I gotta go with, like, Sub-Zero, I guess, because I like blue ninjas.
Yeah. Sub-Zero and Scorpion are...
I hate yellow ninjas.
See, that's a weird bias.
Well, I dislike the color yellow. When I think yellow ninjas, I think of Naruto, because he wears a lot of yellow and orange, and I fucking hate that character. So, another character who's ruined Scorpion. If I was going to pick Street Fighter, I gotta pick Sakura. I fucking love Sakura's story.
Okay, yeah.
And for... Can I say Link for Soul Calibur?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
If not, Ezio Auditore.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. And by the way, yellow ninjas make me think of Reboot.
Oh yeah,
season 2 finale when they get stuck into the game.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. As much as I love Sub-Zero and Scorpion, I've got a real thing for Kano from Mortal Kombat. It's sort of the drunken brawler with like the half cyborg face.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was drunken.
Well, he's got the not actually he does drink too, I think, but he kind of has the drunken swagger fight like.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Soul Calibur, I think I gotta say Voldo. Voldo is just so fucked up, and he was always my favorite to play as well, with the weird switch stance. And I'm actually gonna throw in one you didn't mention. I'm gonna say for Tekken, I always.
Ooh, that's another Tekken.
Yeah, right. I always liked King for Tekken.
Nice.
I'm trying to remember his name from Tekken. I think it's just Jin.
Yeah, Jin.
I love Jin.
Jin's fantastic.
And I'm going to throw in one more fighting game I used to play.
Oh, what do you...
Dead or Alive. Fucking love Ayami from that series.
Dead or Alive is one of the few series I have never dove into.
Well, there's a new one coming out soon, so...
It's on the list. That one, and I think...
if not Ayame, Ryu Hayabusa, but that's just because I fucking love Ryu Hayabusa.
King of Fighters is another one I've never...
No, I've never touched that one.
Never touched. That was a fun tangent.
Virtua Fighter was a big one for me, like, when it came out.
What'd you say?
Virtua Fighter?
Oh, yeah, Virtua Fighter. And,
Kagimaru, the ninja guy from Virtua Fighter.
Yeah.
Never played Virtua Fighter, but he was a linchpin in another game, so love that guy.
What's the other one? Is it Dark Stalkers? Is that what it's called? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Maybe? I don't know.
Have you guys ever played Bloody Roar?
No.
I used to play a fair bit of Bloody Roar.
I don't know that one at all, actually. Man, fighting games. That's a deep well. I could.
I'm terrible at them, but I fucking love them. I
suck at fighting games, but we should definitely do an episode completely about fighting games.
Yeah.
I gotta bring in some of the anime fighting games I fucking love.
Oh, yeah.
Like Dragon Ball FighterZ. Oh, that one is...
I am gonna have to play that with you someday, because I'm dying to play it.
If I had a spare PS4 controller, we could play it right after the podcast.
Yeah. I do have a PS4 now.
Well, then go home, get your PS4 controller, and come back.
That's news for the podcast. I mean, anyone who's been following along knows I'm an Xbox guy, but I got a PS4 yesterday, so...
Hell, for all we could stream me and you fighting in fighters.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, that's something for
after. That would be fun.
Yeah.
And then there's the Marvel vs. Capcom series. Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Love that one.
Fucking fantastic. We're not going to get off this. We're going to have to come back.
Yeah, we have to leave this question for the future fighters episode.
Okay. And you know what? To answer the favorite video game character thing, you guys all gave villains.
Villains and heroes. Yeah.
For me, I'm going fucking Goro. Goro is classic.
It's hard to argue a guy with 6 arms.
Yeah.
Is it 6 or 4 arms he's got?
4
Okay.
arms. I did the imitation there. And all.
Hey, that's what helps you remember. That's what helps you remember.
Okay. 2 questions we didn't get a chance to get to. Well, we could have done in the last episode, but they were video game related, so we had to save them. Matt Pike, and this is going to get fun now. He wants to know first, if you could remake one game, what game and what would you change? So, to clarify here, like when I first read this, I thought of like a game I would want like an HD remake of currently. But he's really saying if you could remake it like from its very release, if you could alter something about a game, you know, what would you change? Anybody got anything here?
That's a deep well. I'm trying to narrow it down right now.
James, you got anything, or you want a second?
If I could remake a game.
Yeah. I've got one.
All right, go for it.
It's actually pretty modern. It came out like 3 or 4 years ago. But I'm going to explain this one. It's Far Cry 4.
Oh.
Because I love the Far Cry series. Far Cry 3 is probably one of my favorite games ever. Mm-hmm. And I loved everything they did in Far Cry 4. I loved the setting. I loved everything they added to the game. But something they did in the controls, in the visuals, I couldn't play the game without getting motion sickness. And like I've played Far Cry games, I've played first-person shooters. This is the only game that ever gave me motion sickness, and it was literally every time I picked it up.
Weird.
I know. So, what I would want is that game minus whatever the fuck they did with the visuals to... Like, I think it was something to do with... It was first person, but there were many times you could see both the arms and legs, and it was kind of like... very off-putting to the brain.
That would throw me off as all hell.
Yeah. And I haven't touched Far Cry 5 or Far Cry Primal because of that, because I expect it's probably going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
I probably should just go back to Far Cry 3.
Yeah. But no, that's fair. I'm trying to think, is there any game that did one thing wrong that otherwise is really good? That's the best...
Maybe a game with a shitty ending? I don't know.
I think what I would go with is I would have them remake Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 through 4.
Okay.
Release them as a collection with updated graphics.
Yep.
Keep the controls the same.
That's a good one. And maybe add some online multiplayer.
Yeah. Like, can you imagine, like, playing Tony Hawk 1,
Yep.
updated graphics, same controls, but being able to play Skate against people online?
Oh my god.
Like, me and you being 250 kilometers apart,
Yep.
playing Skate, like, you being Chad Muska and me being Rodney Mullen, having a game of Skate while Superman by Goldfinger plays.
Yeah,
I haven't heard that song in years. That just took me back.
On Downhill Jam or something like that, like in the shopping mall.
I'm thinking Pro Skater 2 School would be a fun...
Oh my god, that's an amazing stage.
Like, it's a bold statement, I know, but School in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 stands out to me as one of my favorite level designs in any video game, period. I love everything about it.
I think I finally got my answer. And again, I gotta prove my Sonic the Hedgehog fanboyism. I would remake Sonic Advance 3. That one was really cool because it had, like, you could mix and match teams. You could make Sonic and Tails a team, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic and Amy a team. But the level design in that game was just pure bullshit.
Oh, okay.
So many random spikes, so many random crushers, so many random bottom pits. And it was all basically along the lines of, hey, you don't know this layout yet? Haha, you died, game over. Nah, 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 nah. And also, getting the final ending was a giant pain in the ass, because you had to go through every stage, find 2 little things, and then find a 7th one in the hub world, and then you can get the Chaos Emerald?
Yeah.
No, just make it, get 50 rings, get the end of stage, do the minigame for bloody Chaos Emerald.
Yeah.
And less bottomless pits. Plus the idea of making teams with unique abilities depending on who's in teams.
Yep.
Like when you have Sonic and Tails' team, they can fly. When it's Sonic and Amy, they both got hammers to just smash things.
Yep.
That was fun, but I couldn't enjoy myself because I'd be picking up speed and then, oh, there's a bottomless pit I didn't know. And I got good reaction. I grew up in a Sonic the Hedgehog game, and when I'm saying I can't react to this shit, either Sonic's going too fast or this stage is, death traps.
Yeah. If we are talking just modernizing old games, if Blizzard doesn't release a Diablo 2 HD remake soon, I'll fucking riot. I want it. But I mean, we can touch on stuff we want.
Yeah, that's
definitely going to be a part of this E3 preview. Matt Pike's got one more question, the last question in the mailbag today, and the one I think we're going to have the most fun with. He wants to know, what is socially acceptable in video games, but not in real life?
Oh, wow.
Say that again?
What is socially acceptable in video games, but not in real life? And this reminds me of the other character I was thinking of for the first question.
Oh?
Because it's from GTA 5.
Oh, yeah. Entire game.
Trevor from Grand Theft Auto 5 is one of the funniest, deepest, most insane characters I've ever seen in a video game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, GTA 5. Pretty much that entire game is not socially acceptable.
I'm gonna pull it. Well, I don't play the game, but I love watching the game. Spamming many binds from TF2, just spamming this little emoticon constantly in people's faces.
Oh, okay.
So that's completely normal in the game. You're expected to kill a guy and spam Lenny bind, which is a weird face. So if you just went around just shoving a face in people's face while they're trying to look at something else, that's kind of that's the first thing I thought of.
You got anything, James?
Well, as soon as you said something that's acceptable in video games, but not in real life, the first thing I thought about was shooting down police helicopters with a bazooka and then beating cops to death with a giant purple dildo, but I mean, you already touched on GTA.
I mean, listen, you're getting a little personal here. I mean, what's in the past is in the past. I know it was last month, but I've gotten over it, okay?
Ooh, another one that's really unacceptable. Throwing pills at someone until they feel better.
Yeah. Now,
I mean, Dr. Mario has gotten me through a lot... excuse me, I'm going to the bathroom.
Here's one. Now, we're talking... we go... obviously, GTA is one of the first places you go. You think violence, you think, socially acceptable. I'll tell you what's not fucking socially acceptable. If I took my dog out into the woods and found a butterfly and said, "Hey, dog, attack that butterfly so I can keep it as a pet."
Okay, one of my favorite things that's unacceptable in real life, you can do in video games, just walk into some random guy's house, take all their medicine and walk out.
Or walk into your neighbor's house and start breaking all their porcelain to try and find rubies.
Or just go up to them and say, "Hey, I need advice on where I should go in my life."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I not much in video games is really socially acceptable.
No, which is why there's such, all of life's modern problems are caused by video games.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. 100%.
Which is why I'm such a great lawyer, because I play so much of the Ace Attorney series.
Yep, that's how video games work. And that's why everyone who ever played Rock Band knows how to play drums. I mean, okay. Anything else to add to the mailbag, guys?
I mean, I don't understand why you were answering questions that you were asking me and Mitchell. I mean, you don't see Pat Sajak solving the puzzle, but...
It'd be funny if he did, though. If he just cut in.
Well,
or
during the final puzzle, they're, throwing guesses out there, and Pat just looks up, and you see, Pat's face light up, and he's just like...
He pulls his own buzzer.
Just get here! And just
Oh, Pat and Vanna. Okay. let's get into it. Let's get into the E3 preview.
Whee!
E3 is here. If you're listening and you don't know what E3 is, I mean, I feel like you might, but
it's ecstasy, electrolytes,
and everything
ethanol.
else. Electronic Entertainment Expo, is that right?
I think that's what it's been called for years.
Yes, that is correct.
It's a video game conference, happens every June. All the biggest video game developers and publishers announce their big exciting news, show off gameplay, trailers.
Mostly trailers.
Oh yeah, a lot of trailers. Not as much gameplay as people want, but you know.
Unless your name starts with an N and ends in Nintendo.
So what we're going to do is we're going to run through all the different conferences that are happening this year, when they're taking place, and what you could possibly expect. And then we're going to get into the shit we want to see that we might not.
Probably not on my list, unfortunately.
Yeah. The first one is probably over now, actually.
Good for them.
Well, actually, I mean, you're not listening to this live, so yeah, it's over. At the time of this recording, EA Entertainment,
Electronic
Arts, have had their conference. I don't know what I assume it's a lot of sports.
Yeah, it's probably a lot of sports.
The one game that looks really interesting is Anthem.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, but I don't know much about it.
Developed by BioWare, the guys behind Mass Effect and Dragon Age. It looks like a sci-fi open world sort of thing.
Which I'll probably pick up because I did like the Mass Effect series, so
I haven't touched on Mass Effect yet. I played some Dragon Age, which I thought was pretty good.
I actually didn't like Dragon Age.
No, but I've only played like Inquisition.
Yeah,
James, I don't know if you got any experience with BioWare or EA.
Nope.
No.
The only thing EA I have to pay attention for is any Sims news, because my girlfriend loves The Sims.
Yes,
Besides that, I look forward to them doing a lot of damage control about loot boxes after what happened with Star Wars.
Oh, speaking of things that aren't socially acceptable in video games...
Loot boxes!
Loot boxes? No, I was... The Sims, Jesus.
Oh, the entire Sims game, yes.
Putting your children in a 4x4 room with no doors or windows and letting them starve to death... It's probably not socially acceptable.
Yes, it is. That's called high school.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, if you can't get out of the pool without there being a ladder, you deserve to die.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, you have a point there.
You know, unless you put a barbed wire fence around.
Solution to, I'm in a 5x5 foot pool that I could probably stand up in, but there's no ladder. So I'm just going to keep swimming in circles until I drown.
I remember once making this big pool, having a whole bunch of people jump in it, and then shrinking the pool until they're all like crammed next to each other and drowned.
The Sims is a sick game.
I mean, have you ever tried to remove a real life shower while someone is in it?
I mean, that's not so much socially acceptable as just impressive.
Yeah, that is, yes.
I mean, Emily got real mad at me the other day when she was showering, and I was like, no, I'm going to move this 3 feet to the left.
Yeah.
And
that's another thing.
Shower.
The ability to pick up a window and put it on a different part of the wall.
Yeah.
And then she was just like, well, now I'm just stood outside the shower, cold and wet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came home the other day and Charlotte was eating supper at the table, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to sell that table. And, I mean, the food fell on the floor. She was eating from a plate that was literally sitting on the floor. It was really, like, she was not impressed.
I mean, Holly probably liked it.
Oh, Holly loved it.
I guess on to the next
company. This is the one you guys probably have nothing to say about. Microsoft is the next conference.
All right, well, while you guys talk about Microsoft, I'm going to go pee. Just don't ask me anything until I get back.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I'm the only one here with an Xbox, so I'm the only one who's at all invested in the Microsoft conference.
Look, I keep telling people this. Microsoft ruined themselves for me. A couple years ago when they released the Xbox One, which everyone nicknamed the X-Bone because that was such a bad presentation that I still call it the X-Bone, and I have no interest in it. That the only thing they could do to make me care about it is if they announced that, ooh, the new Xbox One will be $100, then I might care. Otherwise, they have no exclusivities that aren't on the PS4.
That's fair. I love my Xbox. I do. The one game that really made it worth it for me, Sunset Overdrive from Insomniac Games. I fucking loved that game. It was so up my alley. And which is like half the reason I wanted a PS4, because it's the same guys who are making the Spider-Man game for Sony.
Yeah.
So the thing about this Microsoft conference is interesting is they don't really have much coming up on the board, so it's unknown as to what they're actually going to be presenting. So that could be great or it could be terrible. 3 games that look interesting to me. Ori and the Will of the Wisps is the sequel to the game Ori and the Blind Forest. Came out a few years ago. Sort of a Metroidvania style platformer. Pretty fucking good game. Pretty hard game. And
they do speedruns of it on Speedruns Live on Twitch.
Yeah, really, like, I'm not very good at it, but I've played it and I really enjoyed it, and they have announced a sequel, so I don't know if they'll be showing that. Crackdown 3 looked interesting from what they've shown, but it's been delayed over and over again, so I'm keeping my hopes very low for that one. There's a game called Below they showed a few years ago, which looks cool as shit, top-down, sort of, not 8-bit, but like a very classic-looking graphic style.
Okay.
It looks like an RPG. And the other thing that they haven't talked about at all, but I am interested in, is I am fucking in love with the game Cuphead, and if that developer is working on anything new, be it a sequel or a different game, I'm so on board for it.
Fair enough.
So, I'm keeping my hopes high. But like I said, I got a PS4 yesterday, so if they don't announce anything that interesting, it won't be the end of the world either. And I guess we're going to find out. I should also mention that conference takes place at 1 p.m. PDT, which doesn't mean anything to me.
Pacific, it's
5:30 Newfoundland time. I feel like we got a lot of Newfoundland listeners.
Yeah.
So 5:30 tomorrow. That'll be the first one post this recording. The next one is another interesting one. James, I don't know if this one is up your alley. I know you probably are invested. Bethesda.
If I'm not invested, the missus will kill me.
Yeah.
I made one bad joke about the new Fallout game, and she got very upset at me, so I'm not allowed to say anything besides, "Go Bethesda!" Like, if there's going to be more about this Fallout game coming out, and I'm the only I'm that guy who actually isn't pissed off about Skyrim being ported to everything, because that's a good thing to me. So I keep meaning to pick up Skyrim for the Switch. So
yeah, that seems like it would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really actually hoping they decide to go back and either remake or at least port some of the older Fallout and well, the missus really wants Fallout 1 and 2 done in 3 style, the first person, because she can't stand the isometric style of it. And at the same time, like, that has not aged as well, and when you tell that to someone who's played Fallout since the beginning of time, they get mad at you a bit, but people tend to let nostalgia blind them. And I know she wants the Elder Scrolls games ported, and I hope one day we finally get an Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah. James, have you played any Bethesda? Are you in any of that? Fallout?
I don't think I've ever played any games made by Bethesda.
They don't have that many. They're
not known for a lot of IPs.
No, they got Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Doom.
I hope we get a Doom 2, but to quote one of my favorite YouTube channels, don't call it Doom 2.
Yeah.
Call it like Doom-er.
That works. Yeah. The Doom remake was fucking phenomenal.
I keep meaning to pick that up because it looks so fucking good.
I have it on my Xbox.
So you don't have it. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. The only announced games I have are Fallout 76 and Rage 2.
Oh, right, the Rage.
They're doing a...
Forgot about that.
I did not expect a sequel to that game at all, but...
I don't even remember anyone who played Rage.
No, exactly. That's my point.
Yeah.
Everything else is up in the air. Are they going to do another expansion for the new Wolfenstein game? A Doom sequel? Maybe an Elder Scrolls 6? Who knows?
They'll probably do more with Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Which I've heard is doing better right now.
Yeah.
But,
So, I mean, it's going to be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Either way. And that's a late one. That's 11 p.m. our time tomorrow night. 6:30 Pacific. That is the last one for tomorrow. The next day is when it's really taken off. One more I'm going to lightly touch on here. Devolver Digital. I don't know shit about these guys.
They exist. That's it.
They exist. Apparently, last year's conference was more of a parody of E3. A lot of jokes, a lot of humor.
No one talked about it, so it probably wasn't that good.
Yeah. Don't hear much about these guys.
No.
Their conference is late. It's technically tomorrow night, but it's past midnight. It's 12:30.
That's the day after. So yeah.
Yeah. That's 8 p.m. Pacific, I guess. That they're just doing that exclusively on Twitch. So, I don't know much about that. Now, here's one I think we're all going to be invested in. Square Enix.
Let the revel begin! Sorry, that's a quote from Final Fantasy XIV. I hope we see something for Final Fantasy XIV 5.0. We're not going to. That's too early. Yeah. But I always love E3 stuff that Final Fantasy XIV does. Like last year, we had Stormblood come out.
Okay.
A new expansion. So they had a blood drive.
Yeah.
Blood for Stormblood.
Okay.
And they have, every year they do a beat this boss challenge, and you win like a t-shirt, a couple things. Nice. So I look forward to this one because they just released a new super boss. Ultima, and I want to watch that. That's going to be so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And there's going to be more news about 14 that's just because there's more things coming out in the next few weeks that I'm like, ooh, show me that.
Yeah.
I've got at least 200, if not 300 hours sunk in that game.
Nice.
So, any news for 14?
Yep.
Yeah, Square's got my wallet right now.
James, I don't know where you stand on Square Enix. They've got
a lot.
Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Tomb Raider, Hitman.
Never really played any of those games.
No? Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll just quickly go. Okay. There's one thing I know we're all on board for. You're a Square Enix fan. James, you're a big superhero guy. Square Enix announced a few years ago they're working on an Avengers project.
Yeah.
Which we have seen nothing on.
No, I look forward to that.
And
when they said that, everyone immediately assumed, the Avengers will be in Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm like, that would make me buy the game.
That's not what they want.
But that's not what we want.
No.
What I would really like is maybe like a classic Final Fantasy RPG with the Avengers as the characters.
That would be cool.
Or a tactical game done in their stuff. Like they've done wonderful tactical games as well, so that would be fun. Also, would be really cool if you could recruit some of the baddies.
Yeah.
Like if I could have a party of Iron Man, Doctor Doom, Doctor Strange, and the Black Panther. That's all I would want.
You won't get Doctor Doom yet because that Fox deal hasn't gone through.
It's pretty much gone through.
Yeah.
It's all but signed.
It would be exciting because no matter what you think of Square Enix, whenever they go into a game, they go all in on the game.
Like I said, I'm not a fan of the Kingdom Hearts series, but those fans have gotten so many love letters in those games. That's cool.
I've never touched a Kingdom Hearts game.
The gameplay was not for me. The idea of Final Fantasy meets Disney was like, what?
Yeah.
No. But I've been joking with people, if we get Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts, if I can have Darth Vader show up,
it's possible.
That might be enough to make me buy a third game. I'll have no idea what's going on.
One I'm excited for is Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Oh, yeah, I've heard.
Coming out in September. I loved the Tomb Raider remakes they did.
Yeah.
I fucking love them so much. They're fantastic. And, if it wasn't for all the other games coming out, I would probably pre-order this one.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to any news about Dragon Quest XI.
Yes.
Which, what I've seen looks fucking amazing. Like, that looks beautiful.
Dragon Quest I've never touched either.
You really should, because it's such a keystone to gaming history.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, they're going to do something with Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah.
It's not for me. 7 was never my favorite of the Final Fantasies, but...
7 is such a classic game, and I've never touched it, so like a remake would maybe be up my alley.
That's more... I think you have probably like it more than I would. They're also going to show more DLC for Final Fantasy 15, which one of my... the shout out again to Brain Scratch Comms, who keep making this joke about... They haven't... I hope 15 gets released soon.
Hey, look at that. News... I had... during the recording of this podcast, I got a text from Will Sullivan, a contributor to the mailbag, saying that BioWare's Anthem is releasing February 22nd.
Oh, nice.
Apparently, that's something that EA announced while we're recording.
Nice.
So yeah, Square Enix is going to be very interesting. I feel like we should move on a little because...
all I can say is, like every year, I hope against hope we get a remake or a sequel to Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger. James, Chrono Trigger, Dragon Quest, any of that up your alley, or...
Again, things I've not played.
I never know with you because you, like, there's, like, you have played a lot of classic series, but with some classic series, I have no idea if it's something you've never touched or, like, you've played every entry.
There's... Like, I've never played a single Final Fantasy.
I literally am...
But I did just pick up the Super Nintendo Classic, and one of the Final Fantasy games is on there, one of the Earthbound games on there. There's a couple games on there that I've never played before, but I've always meant to check out.
Nice.
So that's kind of my plan there, is to dip my toes into those waters through that.
I actually just, like, within the last year, played my first Final Fantasy game, and it was 15, which... I've really enjoyed it. Like, maybe not everyone's choice of a starting point, but, you know. Anyway, Square Enix, their conference is 10 a.m. Pacific. That's 2:30 on Monday, our time. And we're going to quickly touch on another one that I don't think we're all that invested in. Ubisoft is... I don't know what you're coughing about over there.
The last time I bought a Ubisoft game, I think, was XCOM, which I didn't like that much.
Yeah.
And that's it for Ubisoft. I'm done.
Yeah. Like, I find Ubisoft really hit or miss. James, I know you have played some Ubisoft because the South Park games are Ubisoft games.
Yeah.
And I haven't played the new one, but I love Stick of Truth. Never was a fan of Assassin's Creed, although Far Cry was up my alley. So
I got burnt out on Assassin's Creed 2.2.
Oh, okay.
So that series is just too far rapid fire release for me to get back into it.
Yeah.
Like, they've got to have one every year. That's no. Let them sit and bake for a bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little too much. It looks like most of that conference is going to be Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the Division 2.
I'm sorry, all I can think of now is Ezio dancing to the Odyssey song from Mario. And I'm sure someone's made that joke, but that's my first thought.
Another game a lot of people are excited for, Beyond Good and Evil 2. I never touched the original.
It's a cult classic, but I never touched it either.
Yeah.
So, good for them for getting their sequel. Yeah.
And, like, James, I know that you've definitely played some Ubisoft, but it's the same thing where, like, I don't know if they're working on any new South Park, so...
See... The only thing I could see them doing for South Park in the near future is there's a few DLC things that people have been wanting for the Fractured But Whole that we haven't gotten yet.
Yeah.
Such as access to Canada.
Nice.
I mean, that's really all I can see.
Okay. That is 1 p.m. Pacific. That's, hold on. 5:30 on Monday, our time. That's in that big block of conferences they're having on Monday.
Yeah.
And we got one more to skim over before we get into the ones that we actually give a shit about here. The PC gaming show is 3 p.m. Pacific.
Wait. You can play games on PC?
Apparently.
Huh. Weird.
So I've heard. 3 p.m. Pacific or 7:30 Newfoundland time on Monday. I have no idea what they show at the PC Gamer Show.
I prefer to play my games on NDP, personally. But
I much prefer my Tiger wristwatch.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I exclusively play on my Tamagotchi.
Oh, okay.
And yeah.
I mean, if you like a little more graphics.
Yeah, you know.
I play Snake on my Nokia phone.
Oh my god, that brings me back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I played Snake on my my calculator.
Nice.
Math class.
Okay. The two big ones, which I didn't just save because they're the most exciting. They're literally the last two that they're doing.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. Sony is capping off Monday, 10:30 our time here in Newfoundland, 6 p.m. Pacific.
I assume all three are on the same page for Sony. Spider-Man.
I'm so excited for Spider-Man.
Game looks so fucking sweet.
Spider-Man. What was that?
What's the Spider-Man? Spider-Man is the guy who might bring us Venom.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, the big Tom Hardy blockbuster everyone's talking about? Well, yeah, he may be a side character in that. Spider-Man from Insomniac Games, who, I mean, they're the guys behind a personal favorite, Sunset Overdrive, but also the Ratchet and Clank, Spyro the Dragon, and Resistance series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Sony has, like, all these developers who just have a long line of big game franchises.
Yeah, that I always forget are... Yeah. I'm also kind of wondering about... I forget the name of the game, though, but Hideo Kojima's working on it.
Oh, Death Stranding.
Thank you. I have no idea what that game is. Nobody does.
No.
I'm probably not even going to buy it, but
Yeah.
I just want to know it does well, because
Yeah.
that man deserves some good things in his life right now.
Yeah.
Beyond that, there's not much else Sony has for me, unless they like re-release the PS4 Pro cheaper, because they've already said that they're winding down the PS4.
Okay.
Come 2020, we'll probably have the PS5.
Oh, okay.
They already said this before E3, so I'm like, they're not going to come out swinging too hard this year, I think. It's just mostly going to be, hey, those games we announced E3s ago, we're actually giving them dates now.
Yeah. James, what do you got to say about Sony here?
Not a lot, really. I mean, I don't know. I've been in such a retro game kick lately that I haven't really been looking forward to anything from Sony.
Yep.
The only thing I have planned to buy for my PS4 in the future is Mega Man 11.
Yeah, I have a...
the only thing that they are putting out soon that I have even popped up to EB to pre-order.
You know what? I'm actually in a hard debate. Do I get it for the PS4 or do I get it for the Switch?
See, I don't have a Switch yet, but I plan on buying a Switch for things we are going to discuss.
Yeah, for the next one.
Oh, yeah.
Next.
Yeah.
And we'll touch back on Mega Man 11. I got a selection of other games that weren't part of any specific conference, and we'll definitely have to go through that. Spider-Man from Insomniac Games looks great. That's probably the game I want to pre-order.
Yeah.
Death Stranding, as you touched on, Hideo Kojima, legendary creator of Metal Gear Solid, has started Kojima Productions,
which is a second party for Sony.
I don't know anything about Death Stranding.
Nobody does.
There's a bunch of trailers. They're doing like the motion capture with Norman Reedus, Mads Mikkelsen, and Guillermo del Toro.
Which it's probably going to be that Silent Hills-ish game they wanted to make. So good for them. It'll probably terrify the fuck out of me. Or confuse me to the point where I don't even know who I am.
Yeah, it looks interesting, to say the least. Apparently the 4 games they're focusing on, because there's those 2.
Yep.
And the other two big ones are The Last of Us Part 2, of course.
Oh, yeah.
From Naughty Dog, again, creators of Uncharted, Jak and Daxter, and Crash Bandicoot.
All games I don't care about in the slightest.
No, I played a bit of Uncharted. I loved the first Last of Us, and I loved Crash Bandicoot growing up.
I couldn't get behind Crash Bandicoot when I was a kid. It was just too meh to me.
Okay. James, hot take, Crash Bandicoot.
I haven't played it since it was out on PS1, but I did enjoy it back then.
But, like, Crash Team Racing, though, I mean...
Why would you play that? I could have played Sonic R.
Oh, no, sir. Crash Team Racing all the way there.
If I wanted to play a racing game with doofy cartoon characters, I would just play Diddy Kong Racing, to be honest.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And that being said, at that time, I mean, I could have played Crash Team Racing, or I could have played Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I still have Twisted Metal Black.
What happened to that series?
I don't know. Maybe...
What Twisted Metal do I have?
That's
let me have a quick look. I know I have one of the Twisted Metal games here on my PS3.
There's one other thing we forgot to mention about for Sony. The Vita!
Oh, yeah. What about it? Like,
I don't know.
Are they ever releasing anything again?
It's not dead, but it's also not alive. It's in some sort of coma.
Yeah.
I guess we can go on to the next
a couple more real quick ones.
Okay.
Ghost of Tsushima is a new game.
Oh, right. That's a samurai one, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that one actually might be interesting.
From the guys who made Infamous and Sly Cooper.
Okay, yeah.
So, I don't know.
I've heard I know good things about the Infamous series, but I couldn't. Yeah. I never got it because it was PS3 only, and the PS4 is not backwards compatible.
Yeah.
Yeah, make that the next thing. Make the PS4 backwards compatible. That'll get me excited.
Yeah. The last one I want to touch on, I don't know if they're going to touch on it this year at all. Days Gone is some sort of apocalyptic zombie game from the guys who made Siphon Filter.
It's, from what I understand, it's not all that impressive looking.
Okay. I don't know much about it. There's a lot of hype, so I figured I would throw it out there.
Well, there's a lot of hype for a lot of things. Yeah. Not necessarily does that mean the hype is good.
Yeah, I know. But, like, for example, I will mention, yes, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 comes out this year for everything on October 12th by Activision. Do I give a shit? Not really. Do some people? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
They're allowed to like it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay. James, I feel like I have to keep, like, getting you in here because there's three people and there's a lot of... Any last words on Sony here? Oh, Jesus, any last words? That's fucking dark.
The last words on Sony is I used the time you guys were talking to sneak down to the kitchen and get a protein bar.
Smart.
You heard it here first, folks.
Sony equal protein bar. Wait, what?
That's 6 p.m. Pacific and 10:30 Newfoundland time on Monday, June 11th. And there's one more to touch on. One more conference. I can't think of something funny or clever. I got nothing. It's Nintendo.
Super Smash Brothers! It's going to be the last thing to talk about, so we should probably talk about that last.
Okay. So which of the games do you guys want to talk about first?
Prime 4. I mean, Prime 4.
These three are probably a little more up your alley than mine, so I mean, go for it.
Well, last year they showed a still image saying Metroid Prime 4, and the hype I had probably could have powered a small nation. This year they're going to probably finally show us the goddamn trailer.
Yep.
And some gameplay footage, because Nintendo almost always shows gameplay footage.
That's true.
Which is one of the reasons why I don't like trailers.
Yeah, it's fair.
But I have no idea what this game is going to be about. I hope they don't bring back too much from Prime 3, because they finished that story, but left with a cliffhanger. Like the main story is finished. There's a new story they kind of hinted at. So go with that one, please, because you've been hitting at it for the last 2 or 3 games. I want to know who this mysterious bounty hunter is who's following Samus. Don't bring back the Phazon. That story is done. That's done. I'm kind of curious because Retro Studios is not making Prime 4. They're the ones who made Prime 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
So,
Are they the guys who made the newer Donkey Kong games?
Yep, they're the ones who made Donkey Kong. They wanted to try something new, and Nintendo said, "Yeah, you guys made us shitloads of cash. Go whatever the hell you want."
James, I know you're a Metroid fan, but I feel like we've only ever discussed the side-scrolling style games. Like, are you into the Prime series?
I have not played any of the Prime series, but I did watch a speed run of one of the Primes at this year's AGDQ.
Yeah.
Can I just say, watching any Metroid game being speedrun is so fucking amazing?
Yeah.
On that note, I'm going to throw something out there. Speaking of Metroid.
Sure.
They've recently taken the Link to the Past randomizer that I play and stream.
Oh.
And they have done a mashup.
Oh, that sounds good.
With Link to the Past and Super Metroid. Where they had an exhibition match between one of the best runners from each of the two games.
Ooh.
Just to kind of promote the launch of it. But they have it so that items are randomized between games. So, like, you could get the hook shot somewhere in Super Metroid. You might find the Varia suit somewhere in Link to the Past.
Okay,
but
I gotta watch that.
You have to beat both games.
Yeah.
But what they've done is they've taken a couple of the doors that go nowhere in both games and used those as transition points.
Okay.
So one of the caves that is just a useless cave in Death Mountain, for example, you can walk in and it'll spit you out in Super Metroid in Meridia or Norfair or somewhere like that.
I have to cut you off, James, and say I have to quote Barney Gumble from The Simpsons, just hook it up to my veins!
Right? Like, I watched the speed run of it, or I watched the race of it between Andy and Sekou.
Yeah.
To promote it, and, like, these are two of the best runners from each of the games, and it still took them 4 hours to speed run this thing. But I loved watching every second of it.
Hey, I'm watching that after this.
We're going to take a second now. Any big, hardcore, classic Nintendo fans listening, take a moment and go clean up the mess in your pants. I'm sure it's getting a little messy over there. Fuck, that sounds good, man.
Okay, to get back to E3, I'm hoping maybe we get some DLC for Red Luigi Odyssey. Like, I'd like to go, like, the Luigi's Mansion level in that Odyssey style. That sounds fun. Or even Sunshine levels in Odyssey.
Okay.
Because we always reference Mario 64. And Mario 64 is, wonderful. But they've said they're not doing any more DLC for Breath of the Wild, but I hope they're lying because I want more Breath of the Wild.
Yep. One I want to throw in here. I don't have a Switch yet, but one of the games I saw announced last year. I don't know if there's a release date for it yet. The new Kirby platformer.
That's already out.
It's out?
Star Wars is already out.
I did not know that.
I have not bought it yet because money has been in the way. But it's fucking adorable, and I can't wait to get it myself.
I didn't know that was out. I don't have the Switch, so
you don't pay attention.
The release date's kind of passed me by.
Yeah, that came out this year.
That would be a selling point for me. Yeah. Big on Kirby.
There's DLC for the game too. They're going to talk about.
Ooh, yeah, there you go.
Some old villains from other games are going to be allies.
Yeah. When are we going to get an HD remake of Wave Race 64? I mean,
when they can think of a clever name for it, seems the only thing holding it back.
Yeah.
So far, apparently, I have this new Wave 64, and that's not that clever.
That's still a little outdated.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the news about more information about Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, because that looks fucking adorable.
That's a well we should dive into.
Yeah. Also, yes, we are still getting Gen 8, so shut the hell up.
Yeah.
We're going to get trailers for Gen 8 this year, for most likely.
Okay. Yep.
All I'm hoping of, like I hope every year we get a damn Ghost or Dragon evolution for Eevee.
Yeah.
That's all I want. I'm going to buy Gen 8, because even though I didn't like Gen 7, I was happy to spend money on Gen 7.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It wasn't good. Wasn't legendary good. It was still Pokemon good. So it was like money well spent.
Yeah.
A game does not have to be 10 out of 10 for me to say it's worth buying.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to all Pokemon news.
One thing, I was looking up some details on Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Did you know that you won't be battling wild Pokemon?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm hoping that carries over to Gen 8 because I'm sick and tired of random encounters in bloody caves.
Yeah, no, that's good point. Caves. Oh,
that's going to actually make replaying Gen 1's Mount Moon actually tolerable.
It's not a direct remake though, is it?
It's based heavily off Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah, it's like same region,
same idea. As in, you have one main companion Pokemon that's always with you, but you are.
See, as someone who still plays Pokemon Go, I like how it.
I wish I could play
looks
Pokemon
like you're
Go.
Gonna be able to play Pokemon.
I can't play Pokemon Go because one, my phone's crapping out on me, and two, I live in a rural town, and Pokemon Go is based off how many people are playing Pokemon Go to determine how many Pokemon are around you.
Yeah.
So we can't catch anything.
I found when it first started. I found a Snorlax.
When it started, we could play it, but they did a patch to make it based off number of people around you playing it.
Huh.
So yeah, considering how fun seems to be illegal in this town at times.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Good point.
But you go to Cornerbrook and there's enough people playing Pokemon Go in Cornerbrook for James to catch whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just glad that Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is not going to be tied down to the Go.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have Go working for you, you can still catch things.
Yeah.
But if you have Go, it's a nice bonus.
Yeah.
And James, are you going to buy the Pokeball controller for the Switch?
Maybe not.
I think I might, just because it's $60 though, so I'm kind of debating not. I'm trying to find more reasons not to. You know what I mean?
Because you might accidentally throw it at your TV.
One thing about this game that I saw in the trailer that really makes me excited for this game is it showed the characters running around, but you could see what wild Pokemon were around, and you could run up to them, and that's how you begin the encounter?
That's how I've always wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Right? Like, instead of just blindly running through the grass, and it's like, you mean to tell me that I'd be running around here and I would not see an 18-foot rock snake skipping around?
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can go to, like, the Safari Zone. How do you miss, like, a giant rock rhinosaur?
Yeah.
It just pokes its head out of the grass. Like, how deep is that grass?
And co-op?
That, me and the missus are going to love that.
Yeah.
The only other thing I really want Nintendo to do is release a goddamn N64 Classic.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. Maybe then you'll get your Wave Race. I mean, it's not HDified, but you'll still get your Wave Race whenever the hell you want.
Here's a question for both of you. Which version will you be buying?
Eevee.
Eevee?
Eevee.
I don't like Pikachu that much.
It's unanimous? Okay.
Because I fucking love Raichu, and especially Alolan Raichu.
Yeah.
But Pikachu I've never liked.
Okay.
Eevee, I love Eevee. I love Jolteon. I love Umbreon is my favorite Pokemon ever.
That's another thing. I don't think your starters evolve.
That's fine with me. Because I actually like Eevee, I'm fine with an Eevee. But I don't like Pikachu, so I don't want a Pikachu.
Okay, that's fair. That releases November... November 16th.
Pikachu is one of those Pokemon who I don't understand why he's the mascot.
No.
I get it, he's cute and everything like that, but he's not the cutest Pokemon there is. There are cuter Pokemon.
Yep.
And there are more usable Pokemon. Like, there's better Pokemon at everything Pikachu brings to the table.
Yep. They have to give Pikachu a special item to make him halfway decent. And even then, Alolan Raichu kicks the crap out of him.
I think the mascot should be Trubbish.
For Gen 5, yes. Because that was Trubbish.
I mean, even if the starters don't evolve, if they still have Z moves and Z powers brought over to this from Gen 7. Eevee has the better Z signature Z power.
Yep.
Extreme Eevee Boost is so much better than anything Pikachu gets.
Yep. I only have one request, because I know this is going to be almost all Gen 1 Pokemon, but they are putting some Gen 8s in Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. I hope they put at least one Gen 7 Pokemon in it, and it's got to be Mimikyu, because that's cuter than Pikachu and better than Pikachu.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be stoked about it anyway, because, like, there are certain Pokemon from Gen 1 that have, you know, like, I still love these Pokemon. Like, one of my favorite water types of all time is Seaking. Another is Kingler. Like,
Blastoise has always been one of my favorite Pokemon ever.
My favorite Pokemon of all time, ever since Gen 1, still to this day, is Rhydon.
And that's a fair one. I mean...
And, yeah, like... Rhydon is my favorite Pokemon since the 6th grade. Like, we're talking 1999.
Yeah. My favorite one's been Umbreon since Gen 2 came out, but before that it was Blastoise. So, yeah.
Like, so many of the Pokemon from Gen 1 hold up.
Haunter. How?
Like, some of them are still competitively viable.
Yeah. Gengar, Haunter, Alakazam, they're still not the best, but they can still work in most, parties.
Yeah.
Dragonite.
There's a big number of Arcanines.
Oh, yeah.
In the top competitive. And Snorlax.
Oh, Snorlax has always been on top.
Yeah.
Mostly because you can't roll them off.
Exactly.
I've never used them much, but don't a lot of people use Dodrios? Aren't they, like... I feel like I've seen people...
I think I've seen people use it, but not as much as Snorlax.
Well, no, but...
Nothing beats Snorlax.
Like, more than you would expect for Dodrio.
That much is true. Zapdos has been crazy useful and professional for years. But yeah, just looking forward to Let's Go. I don't care if it's the baby version of Pokemon. All I can say is, if they are making a spin-off of Pokemon games aimed at more casual fans, that means Gen 8 is going to be allowed to be more for long-term fans.
Yeah.
So Gen 8 may be more... Gen 8 could probably be much more competitively viable.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
So I'm hoping that's what happens. Like, they can... If you want your casual Pokemon, Let's Go. If you want your hardcore, Gen 8.
Yeah.
And even if it's just this one time they experiment with making Gen 8 more hardcore, I'm fine with that. Also, I hope Gen 8 is finally where I get Pokemon Z. Because X and Y was one of my favorite games. So, I guess we should probably finally get around to Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
The little game that could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick question. Is there any third-party character you guys don't want coming back? Not coming back, don't want back.
Oh. I don't know.
I'm going to say this. I don't want Cloud back. Because I never even bought him. I was that uninterested in him.
I forgot that.
I never played Cloud.
No.
See, I haven't played Smash in a while because while I had a copy of Smash Bros. For Wii U, I've never owned a Wii U. It's just I had a string of roommates who owned Wii U's.
That makes sense.
So I would play on their systems. But now, like, up until when Emily moved in back in February, I'd been living alone for almost a year. So, like, I didn't play Smash Bros. Since they released Cloud and Ryu and those characters.
Ryu was pretty good, though, actually.
See, I wanted to play it and use him, but I just haven't.
Yeah, that's fair. I know we all probably want Snake back, but he's probably never coming back after what's happened with Konami.
Yeah.
I hope Mega Man stays in.
Oh my god, yes.
We are probably going to keep Pac-Man because Bandai Namco is once again helping with the Smash game, and they did pretty good with Smash 4. So I'm happy with Pac-Man staying. We got to keep Sonic the fucking Hedgehog because he's one of my mains.
Yep.
If they keep Ike, I'm content.
Yeah, I hope there's a lot less Fire Emblem characters. I like Fire Emblem, but not this much.
Yeah, there were a lot of Fire Emblem.
And there's a running joke. It's called Fire Emblem and Brothers.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty true.
Yeah.
All I want is you keep Ike, you keep Lucia. I'm good for Varl. You don't need any more than those two. If maybe Robin.
Okay. Off the top of your heads, we'll take turns here. Top 3 characters you want added for the first time to Smash Bros.
Shantae, Tails, and Ridley.
Ridley, nice. James?
Ridley would be a good one.
Yeah.
Everyone's wanted Ridley since Smash 1. We need more villains.
Yeah.
Huh, that's a tough question. I might want to see I'm not sure which one would be a good one.
I got my 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna say. Oh, I'm getting feedback. Hold on. We're good. Nope.
Oh.
Okay, there we are. My 3. I'm gonna say Funky Kong. Tingle from Wind Waker.
Ah!
And fucking Geralt from The Witcher. No, you know what would be great? If you just had the I don't even know what you call it, like the generic
The Mies?
no, from Skyrim, the generic like Dragonborn.
Oh yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've wanted Shantae since I started playing her game series, and she was second place winner of the popularity poll, and she lost to Bayonetta. And I'm sorry, genies are more impressive than witches.
Yeah. Okay, you got something?
I'm blanking on this.
At least you didn't say Goku. Sick of that joke.
Okay, fine. Krillin.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah. Well, we'll come back to it. Anyway, Smash Bros. Looks...
Well, we already know we're going to get the Inkling from.
Yes.
And I like Splatoon.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No, I've never played Splatoon.
I mean, this game is going to be one of the reasons why I finally buy a Switch, regardless of what characters they add or remove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any character you guys want removed from the roster?
Like main?
Yeah.
Wolf.
Okay. Oh, they should add Slippy.
I don't see the point in having 3 characters. Okay. And I guess this boils down to, I don't know. I don't see the point in having multiple characters that are so similar they might as well just be skins of each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, I thought I thought of much better characters
and
than...
Wolf. And, I mean, Fox and Wolf even look very similar.
They do. Getting some feedback here, of course. See if we can fix that.
Any better?
I think so. Maybe? No? No, I'm still hearing myself.
This weirdly happens a lot.
But, I would actually thought of another character we should have. Rather than make her a sis trophy, we should actually make Midna a playable character. Because I love Twilight Princess, and they're retiring Twilight Princess-styled Link to replace him with Breath of the Wild Link, most likely. So have Midna and the Wolf be a playable character. That's my dream, because they always have 2 Links, so let's mix it up by having one human Link and one not human Link.
Yeah.
But look, Smash Bros. Is the dream is a game where all dreams can come true, as long as those dreams are people beating the crap out of each other.
Yep. I guess it's time to dive into any other games that we didn't touch on.
Yep. Is there any company you want to talk about, James? I know we both want to talk about Capcom.
What?
I know we both want to talk...
What now?
Capcom, you know, that obscure gaming company from the 80s, I think they started in?
Yeah, let's talk about Capcom.
How hyped are you for Mega Man X Collection?
For Mega Man X Collection?
Yeah.
I already have it pre-ordered.
Nice.
I pre-ordered it as soon as I found out about it.
I'm hoping this leads to Mega Man X9.
What?
I hope this leads to X9.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, what are your thoughts on the new mode that it was teasing?
That looks like so much fun.
It looks like it's going to be hard as fuck, but I cannot wait to try it.
Yeah, if I can, have Zero versus all these different bosses, it's going to be fun. There's a video of a guy doing no hit of Zero versus Iris and Colonel, and I'm like, oh, that's going to be my dream to do.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm hoping you can do all the bosses. Like, if I can have like a boss fight between with double Gate from X6, that's so fun, son. Because Gate was so unique, you had to bounce back his attacks at him. So dealing with two of them at once.
Yeah, Gate would be a very hard one to pull off.
Yeah, and X6 is my favorite X game, which apparently makes me Satan.
I gotta be in certain moods for X6.
I don't have to be. I have to be in certain moods for ones like X1. Because I don't think that one aged as well as people says it did. It's hard to go backwards, I find. But, what do you think of the new features for Mega Man 9? Like the gear mode? James?
It looks interesting. I'm a bit skeptical because if not done right, it can, I don't know.
It looks like it might make the game too easy.
Overcomplicate things.
Yeah, it's either gonna overcomplicate or make things way too easy.
Yeah. So they got to do it right, but
yeah,
if it's done right, I'll love it. If not, it can make or break the game.
Yeah. Still being with Capcom, this is something for Ryan. You do know it's Street Fighter's anniversary this year. Like it's like almost 30th.
Yeah.
They're going to release some good things this year.
Well, they just released the 30th anniversary collection,
and there's going to be more about it. I think. So get ready for more punching people in the faces in back alleys.
I got a PS4 now, so I need to get my hands on Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, I'd be down to grab Street Fighter 5 now.
Yeah. Couple of games I don't know if you guys are interested in, but are on my radar. Red Dead Redemption 2. I really enjoyed...
I never played the first. I keep meaning to.
Yeah. I never played the first one, but GTA 5 is what really hooked me back into Rockstar.
Yeah.
And realized they could make fucking phenomenal games.
Yep.
So that comes out October 26th. That's on my radar. Excited for the Spyro Reignited trilogy.
That's fair.
September 21st. I'm expecting Mortal Kombat 11 just because NetherRealm has a very, very, they release a game every 2 years. It was Mortal Kombat 9. 2 years later, it was Injustice. 2 years later, Mortal Kombat 10. 2 years later, Injustice 2. They're going to announce Mortal Kombat 11 for next year.
Which is good.
Yeah. And I love Mortal Kombat, so... one more.
Sure.
CD Projekt Red, the guys behind The Witcher, they have been working on Cyberpunk 2077 for a while.
That seems interesting.
I don't know much about it, but these guys make insanely good games.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's the same game or not. They have announced they are bringing a game to E3. I would imagine it's probably the game they've been working on that they've announced, but maybe it's a surprise. Who knows? And that's pretty much the rest of my radar. I'm gonna mention Metro Exodus is coming out. I've never played those games, but there's a fandom, you know.
Next thing I want to bring up is I want to bring up good old Bandai Namco, because they themselves are always got good things. The first thing I want to mention is the My Hero Academia game.
Yes, that looks great.
Yeah. But this month we're getting new Gundam Breaker, which is Gundam Breaker 4.
I've never played those games, but I'm gonna have to try it.
Have you ever played any of the Dynasty Warrior games?
No, but that's up James's alley.
Picture a Dynasty Warrior game, except for when you blow up an enemy robot, you get to pick his part and build a new robot out of it, so you can customize any Gundam you want out of various Gundam parts, and then go back into these Dynasty Warrior arenas and just beat up more robots, take more parts, make new Gundams, make new parts.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna play that.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Right?
And I imported Gundam Breaker 3 from Japan because it never got an English release. It got an English subtitle release for Singapore, so that's the version I bought, because the PS4 has no region. So when I heard we're actually getting one in North America, that's my jam.
Yeah.
So anyone who even... The remote idea of customizing your own robot, like you can paint it too, it's different colors, so these Mitch-Max parts at least look like they belong together.
Yep.
Get it.
Yeah.
You can even get attacks like from G Gundam for your robot.
Of course you can.
So your giant fighting robot can carry a giant beam sword, but still no kung fu. I'm hoping for more. They're going to get more trailers for the next Dragon Ball FighterZ characters.
Ah, yeah.
Because we just had Vegito and Zamasu released.
Okay. I'm
hoping for another female character. There are 2 female Saiyans they can add. Please add one of them.
Yep.
For crap's sake, there's 2 chicks in the game and it's a goddamn sausage fest. Please add more fighting female characters. You can't just say Dragon Ball Z only has males for the series anymore. That's not true. This is a game series you guys won't care about, but the Tales of series, or a JRPG Bandai Namco release.
Yep.
Love those. Hoping we get news on the next one.
Yep.
And the only other company I want to mention is Sega, who also I'm going to include Atlas because they own Atlas now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's a Sonic racing game coming out.
Yeah.
Big whoop. Hoping for more stuff about Sonic Mania's Plus coming out.
Yeah.
That comes out pretty soon. The Yakuza games I never play, but I love watching the Yakuza games.
I've never seen any of it.
Picture GTA, only slower and more methodical, and the combat system is actually really in deep.
Okay.
I played the demo on for the PS4 that just came out, and one really epic brawl, and then just nothing but cutscenes.
Yeah.
So that's not how you do a demo.
Mm-hmm.
And any Persona news. I want more Persona news.
Yeah, anything, right?
Yeah. I want to hear rumors of Persona 6 or Persona 5 Golden.
Yeah.
Persona... They were talking about another Persona Q game, which is a spin-off game, which is a crossover game. So I'm hoping we get Persona 4 and 5 crossed over, because detectives teaming up with Phantom Thieves.
I'll tell you what, after setting up my PS4 yesterday and looking at the store, I really would like for them to port any of the previous Persona games to the PS4.
There are a lot of them actually on PS... a lot of the Shin Megami Tensei games are on Switch. I would like 1, 2, and 3 to come forward a bit. Yeah. And also, I'm looking for the Persona Rhythm game. Dancing All Night was pretty fun. I didn't own it.
Yeah, we've got it on there.
But I can get one for the Persona 5. I love Persona 5 soundtrack. So
maybe a Persona 5 Arena.
Ooh,
yeah.
Actually, that reminds me. They've currently got BlazBlue Crossing, which combines BlazBlue. I can't remember the other game, and Ruby. I love Ruby. So having some. They have Persona 4 fighters in that. Well, having like Joker from Persona 5 show up as an extra DLC character. Yeah, I'm sold. That's it. I got no other games to hype about.
And with that, the Jedi Dropouts episode has gone into a fucking Final Form episode with all that Gundam and Persona talk.
You brought me here. Yeah. I'm going to corrupt everything.
I didn't bring you here. This is your house.
Oh, yeah, true.
James, anything else we haven't touched on that you're excited for, looking forward to?
No, we pretty much touched on it all. The main things I wanted to talk about today were, it was mostly Pokemon.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
And I wanted to touch a bit on Smash, which we did, because those are the 2 big reasons why I'm going to be buying a Switch in the near future.
Nice.
And, when I buy the Switch, I'll likely get Breath of the Wild as well, just because, I do enjoy Zelda quite a bit, and I've heard great things about this game. It just wasn't enough for me to buy a full system.
It was enough for me, and I already owned a Wii U, so
Yeah. So, I mean, now that we're going to have Breath of the Wild, Smash Bros., Let's Go Eevee, because I'm not going to say Let's Go Pikachu, because
Yeah.
let's be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy that one unless
Let's go to the trash,
Let's Go
Pikachu.
Eevee is really good and there's version exclusive Pokemon.
Yeah.
But yeah, those 3 games plus I am interested in playing Metroid Prime 4.
Yep.
I really have no idea why I never played any of the other Metroid Prime games. Probably because first-person shooters I'm really, really bad at.
Likewise.
So, like, first-person shooters, racing games, and fighting games, I'm bad at all of those. So I don't play much of them.
Yeah.
And that deterred me.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. If the trailers for it look really good, if it starts getting really good reviews, then I'll definitely check it out. But those other 3 games are they're the sole reason why I'm going to invest in a Nintendo Switch.
Nice. Let's go around the circle here. I got one last thing we're going to talk about.
All right.
I guess it's a 2-part question for everybody.
Sure.
I want to hear everyone's the game you're most excited for that is already announced and confirmed. The game that you know exists that you want the most.
Okay.
And secondly, the surprise you want to see. The game that you have there's no rumors about. Haven't heard that it's in existence, but you would fucking love to be shocked by it happening.
All right.
Who wants to go first?
I can take this one.
Go for it.
The game that I am most excited for, that they have announced and have previewed a bit, is Pokemon Let's Go Eevee.
Yep.
The game that I want mostly to be a surprise, that we haven't, I would like to see a Nintendo Switch Luigi's Mansion.
Oh.
We are getting a remake of
series Resident Evil game.
Fair enough. We're getting a remake of Luigi's Mansion 1 for 3DS.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
but I mean,
that actually may lead into a Switch Luigi's Mansion. So
yeah,
that sounds pretty fucking sweet.
remake. I mean, the first Luigi's Mansion was good. The 3DS Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, is it?
Yeah.
That was fun too, but I'd like to see a brand new one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Either that or a brand new main series Resident Evil.
Fair.
Nice.
I guess the game I'm most excited for is probably Smash.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be that generic. I'm going to say Smash, and like I say every year, I'm hoping for a Chrono Trigger remake. That's the one I want to be the surprise from Square. Square's got their plate full right now, but they always like to announce games like they never plan on making.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, the game I'm most excited for is Spider-Man.
Fair.
I mean, it's probably part of the hype because I like I said, I got the console. It's coming out on yesterday.
Fair.
But Sunset Overdrive was one of my favorite games of the last, 5 years or so, and I love the shit out of the game, and I want more in that style. Which is, I think, that's what it is. It's a lot of action and traversal at the same time.
Look, I'll buy that game even if it's just Spider-Man Arkhamverse.
Yeah, exactly. Even if it's just Spider-Man, if it's an Arkham Spider-Man game, right? It looks great. Game that I want, is it too generic to say fucking Valve make something? Half-Life 3, Portal 3?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
We've heard grumblings for years about a Left 4 Dead 3,
Yeah.
which I'd buy.
You know what? No. If I could have any game surprise me and be announced, Diablo 4.
Okay.
I would fucking love a Diablo 4.
You know, I'm going to say this. I have never played a game Blizzard has ever made.
Okay, I'm not gonna say Blizzard's for everyone because it's not.
No, it's not.
But if you're into the specific style of the games, like if you're into an isometric dungeon crawling game, Diablo is the place to go.
Oh yeah, if I was ever going to go down that well,
yeah,
I'd go Diablo. But
like, if you're looking for online multiplayer, turn-based card games, I think Hearthstone is better than Magic Online. Hearthstone is fucking...
If I was going to play that, I'd download one of the Yu-Gi-Oh games, because I actually know those rules.
Hearthstone, very, very easy rules. I would love to see a Hearthstone console port as well. I love Hearthstone so much.
I thought it was, but...
No, it's PC and mobile.
That's what it was, mobile.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'd love something like that.
We've got to do this style again someday.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed this. And that is...
Didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Did I take the spotlight from you, James?
No. You guys talked enough that I was able to go get food. God, first.
Man, we're just keeping it consistent. You eat during the podcast. It's your thing. It's what you do.
Plus, I was able to take a bathroom break, which was good because, like...
I thought you were going to say you took a bath.
Like 2 hours before we recorded, I had a protein shake, large tea from David's Tea, and medium fountain drink.
Oh, good.
I was busting to go, and I was just like, cool, these guys can talk enough that I can just duck out, you know?
Yeah. One other thing I'm going to mention now, something I'm going to be doing over the course of the week, not for every conference, but for a handful of them, I'm going to try live tweeting. I'm going to live tweet while watching.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, with some of these conferences, and then I'm going to record sort of mini reviews on some of the conferences I get to see over the course of the week.
I would love to help you with that, but I'll be asleep for most of those conferences.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm going to watch as many as I can. Some of them are not going to work with my schedule, but some of the bigger ones at the very least. James, were you looking at doing some reviews or reactions or anything like that? I wasn't sure.
Yes. I have OBS Studios set up to record I'm going to do some trailer reactions.
Nice. Yes.
The first one I'm going to do, because I haven't watched it yet, it's taken me a lot of restraint not to watch it, is the new Halloween trailer.
Oh, I know. I haven't watched that yet either.
So I'm a bit short on time tonight because as soon as we're done recording, I just pretty much got to eat, shower, and go to work.
Yes.
So I'm probably going to do that tomorrow instead of streaming because I have to work again tomorrow, and that takes up a bit of time plus like anniversary stuff. So
yeah, of course.
Yeah, so I can't commit a full 2 hours to streaming, so I can commit an hour to watching a trailer, recording myself watching it, talking about it a little bit, and posting that online.
Yeah.
So I got that all set up. I've got the template ready to go, so all I've got to do is bring up the trailer, watch it, and then talk about it whenever I find time.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's good to go. I've got the vocal levels set for it. It's good.
Lots of stuff coming up. Stay tuned for the next Final Form coming out this week.
Yeah.
And our next episode of Jedi Dropouts, I'm not sure when we're going to get it out, if it's going to be earlier or later than the holiday we're talking about, but we're doing a whole episode on Father's Day, and it's going to be fucking fun. A lot of dad jokes, a lot of mustaches, a lot of Bob Seger.
Yep.
That sort of thing. And I think that's it. I think that's all we had to touch on.
All right, good. Get out of my house.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna walk away, leave all my recording equipment and the Skype call going. You guys can take care of this, I guess.
Okay, don't go just yet.
Okay. And I guess thanks for dropping by.
And something drop out, unless,
Yeah.
Mitchell has a way to sign off.
Look, we still don't have one for Final Forms, and why are you looking at me now? May the Force be with... screw it, just get it. Just have a good day, people.
Later.
Peace.